The traps have been actually very, very helpful. Most of the raiders go for the turrets, but the ones that don't die in the traps, and I very rarely have people that enter this courtyard. Now, I should have more turrets to deal with the people that do make it through the traps, but it's been so infrequent so far that I haven't really worried about it, and it's been fine. That's not to say that I shouldn't eventually address additional security. So I'm going to disallow this room here with all the refrigerated corpses. But I will... How are you not spoiled already? I will actually start cremating animal bodies, because there are certainly a lot of animal bodies in and around the base. But I'm going to let her eat her meal in the nasty kitchen first. Oh, food binge. Alright. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Alright, Tsunami, go back to cooking. Amy is cleaning up the rest of these bodies. Yeah, I should. Definitely. I mean, the plan was to use this growing zone, which means they wouldn't be able to just run away so easily. And that is still the plan, in fact. But for now, I just gotta make do with what I got. I'm even missing some turrets. I'm missing a turret here, missing a turret here as well, which I'll need to replace. Alright, at this point, I think the cremating is done. I think we've grabbed all the bodies that are in and around the base. So I'm going to suspend both of these and actually just flick it off. No point in having it on when it's not doing work. Got some cargo pods, and it's probably something useful, but so far away I can't... Oh, no, that's not that far. I was expecting it to be on the other side of the map, like everything else has been. More cargo pods. Some slate blocks. Alright, so Stars here probably needs a cowboy hat to improve some of the social that she's doing there. So I can queue that up. All these straps have been reset, that's good. So I got some more meals in my really very excessively gross kitchen. It's a red swimming pool because a lot of people got hurt or died there. That's probably the simplest way to answer. Alright, so Stars was on haul duty when she's not trying to recruit. I'm going to put her on clean duty now. I pretty much have everything I need hauled away. Playing chess alone. I've actually played chess alone. You know, you just sort of strategize in your head or whatever. It's not fun. It's much more fun to play with a person, but it's possible, I suppose. It's just boring. Alright, so now we have a bit of a roof on top of everything, which keeps our people safer from this toxic buildup. So let me check. Amy here needs to stop running around outside because of this toxic buildup. Tsunami is probably almost in a similar boat. The base is somewhat getting recognizable as a base now. It wasn't for a while. It was pretty gross. Pretty nasty. Oh, what are you lacking now, Tsunami? You don't have shirt or pants. How about you go make them? You are our tailor. It's good to know that butt cancer here on an empty planet would waste this time rather than trying to rebuild. Alright, this toxic buildup has really taken a toll on the area here, but it has allowed me to see more clearly this growing zone that I haven't been able to really clearly see well defined previously. So I'm going to take the opportunity and expand the growing zone to where it actually is. Because maybe I'm just being a pointless optimist, but I'm still optimistic about eventually using this spot here. Eventually. So hopefully I get down there eventually. And the slaver that I called in is almost here in the toxic buildup, which sucks for them because this whole area kind of sucks right now. Alright, so you are making some clothes, but I already made the clothes, I just never put them on. There we go. Now they're on. Oh, you're wearing tribal wear. Yeah, because Stars or Amy took the clothes you just made. Well, what can you do? Alright, so let's trade with these kind folks. Who's my warden? Stars is the warden, right? She is the warden indeed. Get her out there. Get her going. So what do we have here? We've got my prisoners that they can buy, but I don't think they brought anyone. You bastards. Yeah, they didn't bring anyone for me to purchase. That was the whole point in calling you out here. What the hell, folks? You're fired. I want my 300 silver back. Well, I can't even make my 300 silver back because I don't have enough to sell. But I guess I could sell some of the cheaper items I don't need anymore. Still doesn't make my 300 silver back, but whatever. It happens. Yes, starting to name colonists. I don't have another female in the channel. Maybe there's a female lurking that I don't know about. But I've got 4 here, and I've got a free name. Yeah, I name people after the colonists after people in chat, but generally I try to keep the gender the same, roughly. Alright, so your toxic buildup can't be very good here. You're hauling, but I need the hauling done. But soon I'm going to have to put Amy on house arrest to keep her from making these runs because it's not very good for her health. So let's remove some of this home area here and put her on house arrest. We don't need Amy getting dementia or anything from working herself to the bone. Yeah, the next pyro we get will be named Buck Cancer. That sounds about right. He does seem like he wants to see the world burn, so I think that's roughly appropriate. Alright, so other than Coco, who's laid up, I guess Tsunami and Amy are both alright at constructing. So I'll just get this bed built for Minino, who, given my inability to say that name, is definitely getting renamed like as soon as possible. You never know. If someone's fleeing from enemies, I might give them refuge not knowing that they're pyro. It's possible. So Tsunami is not very fast at cooking here, as you can see. But at least I'm getting the meals done. There's still some stuff left to haul, but I'm hoping to bring Amy's health. Yeah, she really needs to lose some of this toxic buildup. Ooh, combat supplier. Oh, they're walking in. I thought it was a ship overhead. When they walk in, you end up paying a steep extra price. So Amy, I want you cleaning too. There's just so much cleaning to do. It needs to get done. She'd rather spend as much time as she can outdoors, soaking up all this beautiful poison and cleaning like I told her to do. Let's take her off of construction for now. At least I know most of the cleaning that needs to get done is indoors. That keeps her indoors. Hey, look! The dining room! It's getting clean off. Yeah, I've gotten a little bit less picky, but I'm still picky. I mean, I've definitely had the ability to buy a lot of people, and I've passed it up. You know, but a little less picky. Out of necessity, mostly, if anything else. So Amy is... No, our warden is Stars. Stars will go talk to Phoebe. I'm really about ready for this toxic buildup to be done. It is wearing on me having to stare at this color all the time. Alright, they can take my spears. I'll even sell my plasteel stuff. I don't really need it. I don't need the plasteel as bad. I don't think they're gonna have enough money for everything, so maybe I'll keep the plasteel stuff. Because I definitely want to sell this stuff. I have no need for dead people gear whatsoever. At least the plasteel I can melt down to its constituent parts. Personal shield I'm keeping. Thank you very much. Selling you the helmet though, and that about cuts it. Yo, that'll about do it. Now, unfortunately, I have to run all the way out there for the silver because these idiots decided not to come into my colony, but rather stand on the outskirts like morons and bozos. But what can you do? They're morons and bozos. I'm going to create a dumping stockpile here. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to make the room here ugly, but I have a lot of slag around the base. But I don't want to have it higher priority than this dumping stockpile, which is normal. So I'll put it on low. It's a low priority slag haul. But at least that will start to alleviate all the slag that's in and around the base that is accumulated. Alright, Amy finds a way to be outside even though I put her on clean duty. What are you doing? Oh, this building rebel? Yeah, that needed to be cleaned. Well, now you have muscle parasites, Jesus. You're all sorts of problems. Sorry, Amy, your pawn is not happy. Definitively not happy. Alright, everyone's gonna get herbal medicine. None of this nice stuff. Jesus. Put the glitter world down, that's for surgeries. Alright, so let's treat Amy. Yeah, Pegleg would at least get her up, but the thing is, look at my ability to do medicine. 2, 2, 0. If I tried to put a Pegleg on, chances are I cut off her own leg. I cut off her other leg. I'm really fairly certain that a max medicine of 2 is just going to cut her other leg off. That's why I haven't done it yet. That's why I keep calling in these slave traders, because I don't want to lose another pawn. Coco's an awesome constructor, pretty good crafter and grower, and I have no one that can do the medicine, so that's why I've been keeping her on bed rest. In a pinch, in an emergency, maybe I would try it, but you know, I really risk crippling her in a very negative way if I try it without someone that is a little bit more decent in medicine, because I really just don't have anyone decent at medicine at the moment. Just the situation I'm in. Comms console broke down. All right. Well, fortunately, even though this toxic fallout is really nasty, I've had a giant surplus of meat and the like. So, although I haven't been able to, man, there's no point in even growing right now. I haven't been able to make any progress on, man, my brain is just not working. Haven't been able to make any progress on medicine or anything else. Yeah, I have some things going for me. It might. So the question was, can Luciferium help with brain damage? Yeah, it's possible. I just don't think that's a great solution. It's a very temporary one, or actually pretty permanent one. I mean, you're hooked on it for life. Cargo pods. So the worst of the toxic fallout has settled, leaving me a very vast, empty nothingness out there. Yeah, I mean, if I had a really, really strong economy, I could do something like that. Luciferium, that is. But I don't really have a very dependable way of making money, so that's sort of an issue. Alright, I'm going to let her craft until 60. At least her cooking ability is getting up there. Even though she has no passion for it, she's improving, I suppose. Yeah, like Tsunami said, if you're really rich, Luciferium is a good solution for people that have like surgery fixable medical conditions. But if you're not rolling in dough, it's not really a good solution at all. Alright, so next I want to get crafting here. Tsunami, I'm going to put you back on that task. Coco would be better at it, but I have no doctor. And I don't think any of these... Are you guys medicine? We have actually 2 of them are pretty good at medicine. Menino here is actually pretty decent at medicine if I could get her recruited, but she is a difficulty of 95%, so the likelihood of that is a little low. One thing I can do here is change outfits, so let's... No, not drug policies. Manage outfits, new outfit, which is called Warden. I think you know where I'm going with this. So, non-tattered, no parka, and only cowboy hat. Assign that to stars. Alright. So I think I'm just about ready to get Tsunami to stop cooking and start crafting. So I'll have her haul these meals up there. And just suspend it. 56 is good enough. I don't need a whole 60.